We often say that marriages lasted longer in the past than today. Is it true? To find out, we brought two people from different generations to have a dialogue about how things used to be and how things are today.
My name is Priscilla Didi Tete. I work as a relationship manager with one of the biggest financial institutions in Ghana, and I'm a mother of 3 lovely children. Relationships these days are difficult. Today you are in love, tomorrow you are out of it. I don't know if it's because of the times we are in, and I don't know if it's always been like that. And that is why I'm excited about this conversation with someone from an older generation to help us throw more light on this. Today, as young mothers, we are faced with the frustration of having to juggle our jobs, our home, our kids, and our goals, together with building a sustainable relationship with our partners. For this reason, most people end up unhappy in their relationships. And that is why this conversation needs to happen. Because in the end, we will understand how the older generation made it work and how from their experience, we can make it work too. Welcome, Auntie Jennifer. Thank you for agreeing to have this conversation with us today.
My pleasure.
Okay. So this conversation is mainly to understand what's happened in your generation and then compare it to what is happening currently and find a balance. Okay. What's the best thing about being your age?
Okay, the best thing is that I found peace.
Okay.
I have found peace. Right now, at this age, I know when to react to certain things and when not to.
Okay.
Because my peace is too important to me.
Okay.
And I am enjoying it. Yes.
Well, for me now, this is the age of pressure. Everything fast. We are trying to make kids, groom kids, work, make money. So I would say the best thing is watching certain things grow, nurturing things for it to grow. So probably when I get to your age, I'll be able to look back and say that, okay, so within this age, this is when I put the seed in and then this is what it has grown to become.
Yeah.
What were men like during your time?
During my time, okay, it's still my time.
Yes.
It's still my time,
Yes,
but I think you mean during my
growing up.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Okay, what were men like? Men having changed. Let me start by saying that men will be men. Okay, men want to work and work and work. Most men don't even want to get married now.
Okay.
Because what they will tell you is that I need to make money before I can settle down. Yeah. And previously, men were more, were looking at their age, and most likely they were also pressured into marrying early.
Okay.
So I think these days, men are deciding for themselves when to marry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you can tell me what is going on now. That is what I told is what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can tell me what's going on now.
Well, men for now, I don't know, but I think they are under a lot of pressure. That's what I see, because there's a lot of expectation on them. They have to be the ideal husband, be the ideal father, provide for the home, their kids, everything. I think there's a lot of pressure on them. Plus, we women now are expecting them to lend a hand in the home as well. I don't think it was the same during your time.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Because
women were, that's why they were called housewives.
Okay.
They were expected to be home, doing everything, taking care of the children.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a bit different now than it used to be.
Because now we work.
Yeah.
We work alongside the men. So when we get home, we don't expect him to come cross your leg, where's my food? And then, no. Now we
Yeah.
expect them to lend a hand in the home. So I
Yes.
think they're also trying to find their feet in all of this. It's a bit difficult for them, but
Yeah.
well, they will cope with it. So let me ask, how old were you when you first fell in love?
I think I was around 21,
Okay.
22 thereabouts, when I first fell in love with somebody who was a footballer at that time. He was playing for the Black Stars.
Oh, wow.
Yes, at that time.
That's a catch.
Yeah, but I was too young.
Okay.
I was way too young, so I didn't think he even realized that I existed. Oh, heartbreak. I survived it.
Oh, well, yes, you have survived it well.
Yeah. And so you tell me, when did you first fall in love?
Well, for me, love, that would be in the first year of university. Because prior to that, my mom told me that any guy who came around me wanted to destroy my life.
Okay.
Yes. So I gave attention to men first year of university. So that was when I actually fell in love. Yeah, with a very nice gentleman.
Yeah.
Life happened, and then we had to.
If
go our separate ways.
if it is mutual, then it's nice.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, are the reasons for marriage then the same as now? The reasons why people actually get into marriage? Because these days, I don't know whether to say people marry for the gram or they just want to have the beauty of having a wedding.
It's very different. Things were simpler then.
Okay.
And most times the women were did not even know who they were going to get married to.
Okay.
What do you call it? Pre-arranged marriages.
Okay.
Because you are getting to a certain age, you need to marry.
Yeah.
So those days, yes. It was much easier. Was it easier? But yeah, you are reaching a certain age, you need to start having children. So
age was a factor.
Age was a factor.
Okay.
Age was a factor, also for the men.
Okay.
All right. And today, there's too much, it has become something like a competition.
Yeah.
You would know that in the olden days, married couples used to have a lot of children. Mm-hmm. These days, it is not like that.
Yeah.
2, 3, and then they are done.
Yeah.
Because it's much more expensive than it used to. Well, maybe much more expensive than it used to be. And it has become more of a competition, in my opinion, with the youth because of all these, glamour going on, and everybody wants to, overtake the previous one.
Yeah.
Or you attend a wedding, you see what it's like, and then you want to
get into it.
And you must.
Yeah, you see these days you see a lot of young ladies marrying old men, and was it the same? Because of late it looks like the young women are saying the young men can't take care of them. So then they are going for the older ones who would pamper them and then
the mentality has changed. The mentality has changed. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like that in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. So what the young ones want, what the older people want, they are all. They have their personal reasons for wanting this, and like you said, the young girls. They want somebody who can take care of them. But who is saying a young man can't take care of? Why can't the young girls build a future with the?
Because they will leave you when they make it.
Okay, so it wasn't like that.
They'll leave you when they make it.
Yeah.
You help them to get on their feet. They build, a little something, and then before you realize,
they are gone.
They are saying that, you weren't really the choice I wanted to make, but for that circumstance, that is why I chose you. So I think now they want someone who is already built, so then the person knows what he wants. Once he comes for you, you know that he's not going to leave you because he has made it per se. Yes.
Yeah. Well, and what I also notice is that a lot of young men are going in for older women, and for what reason? They also want a woman who has already made it, because they don't want to go in there and have to take care of the woman.
Yeah.
Well. My name is Manuela Jennifer Bachman. I work with one of the biggest mining companies in Ghana as an office manager. I am a very health conscious person. I try as much as possible to exercise in my gym daily, and I also eat mostly healthy, self-made dishes. I have 2 children, both in their early 20s. I love spending time with them and teaching them the ups and downs of life, but most of all, how to handle difficult situations when faced with one. Relationships these days have become like a fast train. Everything is rushed, which makes it difficult for people to actually get to know each other before getting married. In the past, even though some marriages were prearranged, men used to court women for a while and then approach the woman's parents to ask for their hands in marriage.
So do you think marriages lasted longer in your time?
It did.
Than now?
Yes, it did. It did. Because, you go in there and you are there. It was sacred. Marriage was sacred then.
Okay.
And right now, it's not. I wouldn't know how to classify it, but it's not what it used to be.
Do you think the roles of a man and a woman has anything to do with this? Because now we don't really have defined roles. We are doing everything. Everyone is all hands on deck. Everyone is doing everything. Do you think that has played it? Because I know that in your time, men are to bring in, women are to nurture. But now everyone is doing everything.
Yeah.
Do you think that has played any role in
possible.
marriages not lasting now?
Well, wow. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because, if you have children together, you should both take part in bringing them up. Okay, and now maintenance of the house, you're taking of the house and all of that. It's a shared responsibility. Previously, the man wants to bring the money home, you do that. But right now, if you are both working, it becomes a bit difficult for only the woman to take up that role.
Yeah.
And so that is the reason why maybe these days there's a lot of friction in relationships.
Okay. Can you describe courtship during your time? Where you mentioned that the man comes to the house to take the woman. When they go out, how is it like? Were bills split between the two? Because nowadays you have, I think in Ghana, it's not really here now, but we know that in the West, they go out, yes. Sometimes it's even a reason for breakup. People go out and because the woman won't split the bill is a reason why they have to break up. And I think gradually it's creeping in here. So how was it during your time?
Well, previously it was, if a man takes you out, he will have to pay for everything.
Okay. Okay.
There was never a time when, or at least not that I experienced, where the man would tell you to split the bill.
Okay.
He will pay for it. He came in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was more or less seen as a responsibility of the man to do that. Yeah, and you know that when a man asks for your hand in marriage, why is it that he is the one who brings the dowry?
Yeah.
You understand? So that mentality is still there, that it is the man who has to take care of the home financially.
Okay.
But of course, we have taken our own path now, or let's say the youth have taken their own path now, where most of them are working, so they will also contribute.
Okay. Do you think that is also a reason why there will be issues?
Well, if the man fails to play his part, then it will become an issue.
Okay. So from your experience, who would you describe as an ideal man?
An ideal man is the one who knows his responsibilities in a home and acts upon it.
Okay.
If you leave everything to a woman, that's and you know, just being a macho, going out taking women here and then, yeah, well, it might be somebody's ideal man, but I mean, yeah, you know, because if the youth of today always want a man who's going to spend on them, all right, yes, at that moment it will be an ideal man for that person, but for the woman at home, who most likely is going through difficulties because she will have to do everything by herself. So an ideal man is simply a man who knows his responsibilities and acts upon it.
Looking back at your love life, what do you think you would have done differently?
And that's one is personal, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I would say I probably shouldn't have trusted too easily.
Tell me about it.
I shouldn't have trusted too easily, yeah, because of course we all know that if your expectations are too high, you tend to get disappointed.
Exactly.
Yeah, so right now at this age again, I have learned a lot, all right, with past experiences, and that is what is guiding me now.
Okay. Looking back, well, I would say that I wish I had known myself better. Then I would have made some informed choices. And I think this should be an advice to people, like, you don't jump into a relationship when you don't know yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you know who you are, it best informs your decision in getting a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.